Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to a brand new season of Trackmania Pro League, organized by the same guys that did it last time. This is going to be the very first match of the Playday 1 between 4 Frenchies. It's going to be Cap, who was in the previous season as well. We have Kronos, Aurel, and Cocow. So definitely a stacked field here. However, maps this season are much more difficult. So players definitely need to put in more time to practice and get consistent on these tracks. But again, 5 tracks, same principle as last time. We play 4 rounds on each map. We have a point limit. Point limit 120. I'm not sure if that is correct. But 1 warm-up, obviously. And something very cool this season is that the mappers were allowed to build maps in night mode as well. So there is 1 track in this map pack which has night mode. Really interesting, never seen before. But here we go. TMPL League is getting kicked off here on a map by MD Point called Spectre. MD Point, obviously a very known mapper. We're gonna head on the first round with Cocow. So yeah, like I said, 4 Frenchies. It's a battle of the baguettes. Very interesting start here. Really want to get the first 30 seconds of this track ahead, because it's the tightest of the whole map, especially this one, where you can risk it and get a lot of speed during these next couple of turns on the blue part. Seems like Cocow is leading this round. Cap is in hot pursuit. Aurel and Kronos are just lurking a little bit behind. Aurel not having the great speed in that left-hander. But let's take a look at this great battle up top. Very important turn coming up here. We see Cap initiating a Neo slide, whereas Cocow just went for a normal drift. It is a very tricky turn to catch a slide. But Cocow and Cap managing both to pass it well here. Cocow still leading it. From the very first turn, he has been leading this round. Let's see if he can keep it together. It is Cap making a mistake in the ending. Will Aurel take advantage of that? Yes, he does. And here we see the ending. Very tight jump there, but it is Cocow 10 points. Aurel taking 7. We have Cappuccino in third with 5 points. And Kronos unable to collect points here. Noteworthy is the finish timeout. Whenever the first player has passed the finish line, there's going to be a 7-second timer ticking down. So if you make a full mistake, you might not be able to reach the finish line again. Right into round number 2, we have both Cappuccino and Cocow once again first and second in this early sector. Kronos in third place. We have Aurel a little bit behind even. Sorry for my coughing. It is a great battle here between these 2 Frenchies. 200s apart from each other, but Cocow drives too much inside and manages to clip the wall there. Loses a lot of time and has to let Kronos pass him. So Kronos now up to second place. He definitely wants to collect 7 or even 10 points here as we are approaching the ending. Very tricky and left-right chicane into this jump. It is Kronos choking a bit. Cocow as well. Here comes Aurel after a mistake from Kronos. He drops down to last. And it is going to be Cappuccino missing the finish. And what a spectacular round we have here. We have Aurel from last place. Moves up to first after everyone collapses near the ending. And that is an easy 10 points now for Aurel. Moves up to 17 points. Cappuccino wasn't able to finish after that huge mistake in the ending. It is a risky jump and definitely didn't pay off for him at that time. So round number 2 here. It is very close here. Let's see if I can actually... Oh, I can click the names. That is beautiful. Kronos, currently in last place. 0.5 of a second behind. So we have a decent overview for the other 3 players. Aurel going pretty wide there. Trying to collect a lot of speed, but it's not paying off as of yet. Let's move up to the front here. Once again, Cocow and Cap battling it out here. 200s apart. Approaching the last bit of the track. It is Cocow with a huge mistake. Aurel as well collapsing in the ending. And Kronos also. It is everyone making mistakes besides Cap, who is now reaching the finish. 107.38. It is not a impressive time, as the world record lies around 106.2, I believe. So 1 whole second away from the world record there. However, everyone managed to cross the finish line. And we are going into the very last round now on this MD point map. Interesting to see what the next map is. It seems like the next map is going to be Legacy. Interesting stuff there. But let's focus on this last round. Who will collect the last 10 points? Kronos or Cappuccino? Definitely wants to collect these because they are on the bottom of the scoreboard. Kronos with only 10 points. And we have Cap, who has been driving good, but mistakes have pulled him back a lot with 15 points. Cocow doing quite good here, driving consistent. Is in second place with 20 points. And surprisingly, Aurel has been able to take advantage of a lot of these mistakes by the others and is in first with 24 points. We saw a huge mistake there by Cocow, who goes from first place to last now. So that is really good for Cap, who is on his way to collect 10 points here if he manages to make the finish. And yes, he does. Same with Aurel. And in third, we have Cocow. And Kronos has made another mistake, and he will once again not be able to finish here. Pretty sure he only finished 2 rounds. And that is the risky part with the finish timer, which I said is only 7 seconds. If you make a small mistake at a critical sector, then you will not be able to finish. And now we are going to the night map. Like I said, mappers were allowed to build in night mode. Something we have not seen in any tech tournament. But it is Nevermind who made it work here with his map called Legacy. We're gonna go in this first warm-up. Let's see how they will do on this track. The start is definitely a sector where risk is paying off tremendously. As you can see, Cocow this round is already 0.12 ahead of the others. Even though it's just a warm-up, he is the one that risked the start, while the others took a much safer trajectory. And that is all you want, basically. These players are driving with cars on. That is a rule in this tournament. So once you're ahead and far enough ahead, you will not notice any cars in your screen. So it's basically like you're playing solo. We are approaching the ending. A little tight gap there with a platform block and a Christmas tree. Not too difficult of a track here. But let's see if Kronos can step it up a little bit more now. Because he is only sitting on 10 points. So let's go follow Kronos for this first one. And for the people wondering, there is only one league in this season of 24 players. Unlike last season, which had a Premier League and a second league. But this round is rather close here. All 4 players within a 0.5 of a second. 0.5 of a second, sorry. Between each other. It is a very great battle, but here we see Cup taking a lead. Leaps forward, but Kronos is just on his spoiler. Collecting more speed in the exit here. We have a battle going into the very last sector. Let's go with Cocow here, who lurks in third. It is still Kronos in first. Cup is trying to do an attack, but is not working out here. Kronos still ahead, and now we go to the tight gap. Who will make the mistake? No one does. It is Kronos in first. What a great round there. Cup in second, Cocow in third, and Aurel in fourth. That is a good round for Kronos. Definitely wants to collect 10 points or even 7 in worst case, because he needs to step it up and get closer to the other players. Oh, Cocow with a huge mistake. He takes the small quarter pipe and falls back by about a second now. So not out of this race yet. However, he will probably battle for the last few positions here, as we see Aurel also dropping behind. So Cocow has the opportunity to get 5 points instead of the 3 that you will get when finishing last. We have Cap in first place, looking very good, but here comes Kronos trying for an attack. Taking more risky lines compared to Cap. It is 1400s between these two players. Coming up to the ending. Will Kronos prevail this time again? He is getting more speed. Will he risk it? It is Cup staying ahead, and Cup will finish in first and collects the 10 points. Kronos in second, Aurel in third, and Cocow in last. Cocow could have definitely been battling for that third place if he didn't make the mistake. And now we are going into round number 3. Kronos is catching up in the scoreboard. We see him still in last place, but now the gap between him and Cocow is only 6 points. Kronos sitting at 27, Cocow on 33. We see a mistake by Kronos though, so he will most likely finish in last position here, unless the other players make mistakes. Cocow had 33 points, Aurel 39 points, and Cap has 42 points. Right now, Cocow is leading this one. Has accumulated a 0.20 of a second lead, but Cap is not far behind at all. But both him and Aurel getting a nose slide, and Kronos comes flying by, taking over those two positions, moves up to second place. It is now a battle for last place here, Aurel and Cap. Approaching the last 2 turns. Cocow will most likely get first place. We see a mistake by Cap in the ending there, and he will definitely get last position there. So Cocow securing 10 points, drives a decent time, 107.56. The world record, if I remember, is a 107.02 or 01, so almost half a second slower than the quickest time driven on this track. We are in the very last round on this map, and then we move on to the next one. I don't remember what the order was, but we'll find out shortly. Very close round here, not much to say yet. Who will make the first blunder? That is basically what we're waiting for here. We do see Aurel lurking behind. Cap, not the greatest turn, is struggling a little bit. But no mistakes so far, as we see Cap making a huge mistake in the same turn as previous round. Now he just crashed. Last round he got a nose slide. Let's see if Kronos will pass by Cocow here in the ending. 2 turns remaining for these players. Cocow is having a 1500 of a lead, but Kronos is trying to attack, but he gets a slowdown, and he will have to let Cocow the 10 points there. But Kronos getting 7 points. He is catching up closer to Cap for that third place. We see that the points are very close considering the point distribution per round. So Cocow is having the first place with 53 points. Aurel in second, 49 points. We have Cap only 1 point behind, 48 points, and Kronos in last with 41 points. Now we are moving up to the next map, which is a duo map between Kaisla and Shorty called Volante. It is a more of a speedy track. We do have a looping in this one also, which is quite interesting. Very different style of a map compared to the other tracks. And of course, players will do one warming up, so we have to wait. World record on this track is a 0.04, I think. 1 minute. I don't remember the second decimal. (107.04), I think, is the, or 106.92 by Carl is the world record. All right, thanks, Roa. But here we go, first live round of this map. Let's see how they will drive it. Kind of interesting start here. You want to get good speed in this left-hander, so opting for a wider line, unlike Aurel did, is much better. And the angle here for the jump is very, very important, as we see Cap crashing right before it. You kind of want to do a ramp cut there to land earlier also. Oh, Kronos doesn't seem prepared on this track. Can he even make the jump? Yes, he can. Here we have the looping. Cocow is leading this one. Quite a big margin he has gained already. 0.4 of a second. This turn here to the right is very, very tricky. And Kronos is not going to be able to finish here. After that mistake, he will probably be too far behind now. We have, oh, Cocow making a mistake, and it is Aurel taking over the lead. But who will have more speed? It is going to be Aurel with a 108.69 here. That is very far off from the world record times. So Kronos actually managed to finish after that huge mistake. And here we go, round number 2. Oh, was that a mistake? Kronos is out of the map. He definitely made a mistake. Oh, and it is Cappuccino with a huge mistake as well. This is a disaster round. Kronos is completely out. Out. What are you doing? What is going on? Hello? Wait. I need to comprehend what just happened. I'm pretty sure Cap is leading here. He's the only person driving. So this is going to be easy 10 points for Cap. That's how you do it. Oh my god. What are you doing? Finish! Alright. $10 points to Cap. 123.75. Easy peasy, dude. 10 points to Cap. There you have it. Oh, huge mistake. Cocow messing up the start. So let's keep an eye on him. As we see, Cap dropping down a little bit. Made a mistake. So now also in the back seat. It's not Friday, but Sunday. We have Aurel leading right now. I mean, he was leading previous round as well, but made a huge mistake here. And he does again. Clips his wheel. Can barely make the entry to the looping. But is still staying behind Kronos, just 0.6 of a second behind. Kronos leading, but will he prevail here? Jumps very close to the wall. However, Aurel is not over. Oh my days, what a mistake by Kronos. Hits the pillar full on. And it is Aurel who can easily sweep 10 points here. He just has to make this jump to the finish. And yes, he does. Wait, what happened? Cocow takes the safe finish. Cap finishes top 1. Kronos also top 1. But there you go. The very last round on this track is coming up. And then we will take a look at the scoreboard. Cocow and Cap are leading here. That ramp cut, as you can see, can be very tricky. Oh, as Kronos makes a banger of a crash. I'm not quite sure what just happened there, but he managed to flip his car with 20 kilometers an hour. That is pretty impressive. Here we have Cap in first place. Aurel is in second. He is quite far behind though. 0.5 of a second behind. And Cocow is in third place. 1.5 seconds behind. So let's see if Cap is able to reach the finish line here in a good old fashion. It does seem so. Aurel also making the finish, and Cocow not able to finish because he managed to flip his car as well. So no points to Cocow and Kronos, which is incredible. And now we are moving to the next map, which is going to be Respect by Scotty. Great map here, made by Scotty. We take a look at the scoreboard. We have Cap in first place with 78 points. We have Aurel in second, only 2 points behind, 76 points. We have Cocow in third with 67 points. And Crocodile. We have Kronos in last with 47 points. So Kronos is really far behind. But we're gonna have this warm-up here. This is probably by far the most difficult map. So this is gonna be interesting to see how rounds will pan out on this track. As the warm-up right now is already pretty spread out. Spread out like butter on bread. Oh. There we go. With the amazing finish line. Ooh, Cocow flips it. Yep, there we go. And now we are going into the next round, which will be the live round. Here we go. Let's go with a little bit of a Kronos show in this very first one. Already missing some of the booster. Very solid. Okay, Cocow takes a slight lead. But no mistakes so far. Cocow, Kronos actually is up ahead. We have Aurel in last position. And Kronos with a huge crash. Is he still able to finish? Maybe. He is quite far behind. But that is Mistaki numero uno. As we have a battle between Cap and Cocow. for first and second position. Great inside line by Cap. Oh, we see some different trajectories right here. Cocow taking a much tighter line as he crashes right before the freewheel. Where's Aurel? Oh, hello. Aurel says, bonjour, je m'appelle Aurel. And he moves up to second place. So, will Cap be able to reach the finish line? He should go for the safe finish. And he does. Smart player. Aurel in second. And Cocow in third. Where's Kronos? Kronos is 10 kilometers behind. Unable to finish here. But there you have it. Now we are going into the next round. Oh, Kronos jumps a little bit too far to the right there. Has to bounce against the wall. It's called a tactical wallbang in Trackmania. However, that one wasn't in his advantage, more in a disadvantage, as we have a three-way battle here. Cap in the lead with about 0.05 of a second. Aurel in third now, as we see a great sector by Cocow. It is Cocow leading. Aurel and Cap are behind. But we see a mistake again by Cap in this very important sector. You want to get a lot of speed because of the freewheeling block that is placed on that sector. Let's see if Cocow is going to be a 300 IQ player, or is he going to go for the jump? He is going to go for the jump, and he makes it though. 106.998. We have Aurel in second place, Cap in third, Kronos in last. I mean, Cocow didn't have to go for the risky finish there. He was a second ahead, but he risked it for the biscuits. And now we are going into round number 3, or 13, as we have a full French lineup. Gotta throw in some of those French words. We see Aurel making a mistake early on with the water part. How far behind is he? He is about 3 seconds behind, so he is still able to finish. Let's take the point of view from Kronos as we see someone dropping down. It was a Cap who is the leader on the scoreboard here, but right now is having a battle for second place. This field is so spread out, I can barely keep up with what's happening with everyone. Let's just take a look at Kronos. See if he is see if he can reach the finish line in good old Kronos fashion, as he has 2 turns remaining. Definitely approaching the lines very safely. Caution. Let's see. 300 IQ math teacher at it again. Wow. Goes for the Pythagoras finish. Cocow in second place, Aurel in third, and Cap in fourth here. And we see Cap with 99 points, I believe. No, 96 points. Aurel 95. We have Cocow 89 and Kronos 60 points right now. That is really solid. Ooh! Cap! 2-wheel in the air. The classic 2-wheel in the air ramp trick. That is very solid by Cap. He manages to hold his car on the track. Whoa! Zigzag from left to right as well. And Cocow is not having anything of it. Still battling it out. Aurel, though, is already a full second behind. He is not having great fun on this Scotty track. Cap has accumulated a 0.3 of a lead now. But will he be able to pass this sector without any mistakes? He has made like 3 mistakes already at this part. But right now he is holding the lead. Cocow is, however, catching up. I think Cocow is pushing it to the limits. Cocow is going for the attack. Allez, Cocow! Allez! Allez! Oh! Some amazing French casting right there. Cap takes the 10 points. Cocow in second. Aurel in third. And Kronos finalizes the scoreboard in fourth place. Oui. Alrighty then, we have Cap with 106 points. We have Aurel in second position, 100 points. Cocow with 96 points. And Kronos in last with 63 points. Now we are moving on to the 5th track, which is Peekaboo, also a duo track by Roa and Omnipods. Quite a interesting map here. And this could also be the first track where we see a potential winner. We are playing till 120 points, so the first player that reaches 120 points will enable himself a finalist mode, where he then needs to proceed and win one more round in order to be victorious. There you go, Cap just showcasing the finish there. It's a massive jump. And here we see Kronos not making it. So this will be a pretty interesting one. And the warm-up is over. Here we go. Very first round. On Peekaboo. We have Cap, the leader in points, is also leading this very first round. Cocow is in hot pursuit though, battling it out there. Up front we have Aurel and Kronos chilling in the back seat. But it is Aurel actually passing by Kronos. Let's take a look at the top here. We have Cocow with a lot of speed coming onto this interesting platform sector with a freewheeling as well. And Cocow does it really good. We have Cap actually, huge mistake, moves down to 4th position. So he will lose a lot of points there. Let's see if Cocow will be able to reach the upper finish. We have some struggles in this last bit. Let's go with Cocow here. Goes for the speed. Will he have enough speed? Yes, he does. Aurel goes for the safe finish. He still takes the 2nd place. Cocow and Cap both taking the upper finish. But Aurel, even with the safe finish, which is roughly 0.6, 0.7 slower than the risky one, still finishing 2nd. So good IQ. Aurel with good IQ. He knew exactly how big of a gap he had to go for the safer finish. Spam is from Turkey. Salam alaikum. Oh, Kronos messing up the start already. That is unfortunate for him. Oh, was that a mistake? Aurel in 3rd place. Gonna be very close here. Points are really tight. It's gonna be a very interesting battle. I think we're gonna have 3 finalists at least here. So 3 finalists way finalist mode here. Not sure if it's gonna happen on this track or on the next one. Just have to find out here. Let's see if Aurel is going for the upper finish. He is going for it. Will Cocow make it? Everyone makes it. But it is Kronos taking the safe way. And it is Cap finishing in 1st. 10 points. Cocow in 2nd. Aurel in 3rd. And Kronos in 4th. And now we have 2 players who most likely will get... or well, at least 1 player will reach finalist mode. But we could see 2 people getting it. Oh, Cap making a huge mistake in the start. This is really good for Cocow and Aurel, who are in dire need of those 10 points. Because 10 points will put them way above 120. And like I said, it will enable them that finalist mode. Aurel on his way to collect those 10 points as of this first 30 seconds. He is currently in first place. Cocow in second position. Kronos is not out of this battle yet. But he makes a huge mistake after the freewheeling sector. And that is definitely not where you want to crash. Cocow having a sloppy left turn as well. Has to let Aurel take a much bigger lead. Coming up to the platform part. It is Aurel struggling just a tiny bit. But Cocow is not having a great turns either. Will Aurel reach the finish line? Oh my monka, as he does. Gets 10 points. Cocow goes for a safe way. He will get 7 points, which will put him in finalist mode as well. And we have 3 finalists now. Good luck, have fun. We will see the winner in this round, most likely. Unless Kronos is denying everyone their 10 points. Here we go then. All eyes on Kronos. For this last one, we see Aurel dipping behind. Huge mistake by Cocow, and the opportunity is given towards Cap, but Kronos making a banger of a mistake as well. And now we are back to Cap, who is leading this round. 2 tenths ahead. What am I saying? 3 tenths ahead of second position Aurel, who is struggling a lot in these turns. And this is such a good opportunity for Cap here to take a victory in this first match of Pro League. He is now 0.9 of a second ahead. He can even go for the safe finish. Doesn't need to go for the risky jump. So let's see if he will close it out here. Goes very wide. Will he go for the speed? Yes, he will have enough for the jump. And Cap wins the first Pro League match here in good old fashion. Congrats to him. Has one victory on his name already, under his belt. And now we are going to battle it out for second and third place as well. So we have still 2 finalists, Aurel and Cocow. Potentially, Kronos could make this or prolong this match even further. But here it goes. One warm-up again. Back to the tippy top where we started on MD point map. Spectre. So they will have one warming up. Before they battle it out. Ooh. So Kronos is finishing his warm-up here. All right then. Here we go. Warm-up is completed. Let's take a look if Kronos is able to deny Aurel and Cocow the second place here. Let's go with Kronos, his point of view. Ooh. That is a very solid start by Cocow, who made a mistake already. And this is really looking good for Aurel. However, Kronos is slowly but surely waking up here. Finds himself in first place. But, of course, Kronos can still make a mistake. In all these turns, he can fully make a stop. And then Aurel and maybe even Cocow will pass by. Right now, it is not looking like any mistake will happen, though. Kronos is doing a very good job of holding this lead. and denying these other two players the wins here. However, Kronos with a sloppy end. Whereas Aurel? Aurel is catching up, but a very wide line there will mean that Kronos denies them around here. There we have it. Kronos with the comeback. Here we go for attempt number 2 for, well, 3 actually, for Aurel and Cocow. Will Kronos be the hero, the superhero again, and deny them one more time? It is Cocow making a mistake, so it is slowly but surely looking like Kronos will collect another 10 points here. Aurel, however, is rather close. Kronos, though, is driving pretty good, but makes a mistake, and this is a very, very good and bright opportunity for Aurel to take second place, as he has a 0.4 of an advantage now over Kronos with a couple turns remaining. It is Kronos risking it, though. There's nothing to lose for Kronos, but everything for Aurel. We are approaching the end here. Kronos is going for it, but a bad jump will result in Aurel most likely winning it here. And we saw a mistake by Cocow as well, but that is second place going to Aurel. And now we are battling it out for third place. Let's see if... Oh. I'm pretty confident we have to play for third. Match finished? Oh. Okay. Alright, so Cocow gets third there. We have in first, we had Cap. Second, Aurel, and Cocow third. And to finish it off, it was Kronos in last position.